It's been a great week. We done did a lot, but as all weeks do, they come to an end and start over. So, we are getting ready for our Nguzo Saba challenge. We're going to be challenging ourselves and pushing ourselves. I just want you to grow. I want us to grow. So, get ready for the journey. Great Umoja, y'all. That's a nice little setup. You finally got your glass, huh? That grown man shit, right? Grown person shit. Listen, alright. So, it's Umoja. We're in spring. Man, and time is flying. We're going to start with our water now. Remember, fam, on a daily toast, you always have to start off with the water. We got to make sure we get that ashe inside of us, right? So we back to our regular scheduled programming, right? Y'all see how that water got a haze around it? I don't know what's going on with that. The glass is clean. Keep on telling you that water got that ashe in it, right? Allowed to flow. So we're going to drink us some water. This is part of the Nguzo Saba challenge. We got to hydrate. I like how that light off the water is hitting my face. Hey, hey. We'll try to do at least 16 ounces, right? We're going to drink throughout the day. Now, this is the challenge. Try to stay away from them sweet beverages. I know that's going to be hard for some of y'all because y'all got that Mountain Dew. Y'all got that Mountain Dew addiction, right? Some of y'all got that sweet coffee, you know. Some of y'all actually do drink a little coffee with your sugar. You know what I'm saying? You know, or a little tea with your sugar, you know what I'm saying? We're going to move ourselves off of that for 21 days, right? Because I want y'all to get the full effect of this. I need another one of those. Get that flowing through your body. All right. So, those of you that's on the Nguzo Saba challenge every morning, you're gonna be able to check this out with me. I don't know how we're gonna do it. Oh, let me specify. The 21-day challenge, is it a specific 21 days? You can start it when you want. You just have to start on Umoja and on Imani. So you don't have to start when everybody else start. You can start when you choose to start. So somebody might not find out about it until August and want to do it in August. but they still could do the 21-day challenge. They still will be able to get all of the stuff because it's still gonna be up on Patreon, on not on the Patreon, on the Gumroad page. So we're gonna moving all operations to the Gumroad page. All right. Eventually, I'm gonna have some offers for bottles on there. Now, shipping. For those that are interested in ambrosia, shipping is an issue at this point in time. I'm still working the kinks out of that. So be patient with me, all right? If you're in Columbus, I could deliver, right? If you're in the surrounding areas of Columbus, I could deliver. But anywhere else, I got to ship. And shipping is very funny, especially when it comes to ambrosia, because some people classify it, some places classify it as alcohol, some places classify it as a tea. And, you know, U.S. Postal Service won't deliver that at this point in time. So we got to go FedEx, and I don't want to charge y'all a ridiculous amount to get you some ambrosia, right? When I can send you a SCOBY and teach you how to make it yourself. I don't believe in cheating people. You know, I'm not into that. So let me drink my water. For the toast today, we're going to have a special mix. That feeder tea. For those that want to know, Death Eater tea is nothing but that dandelion root and burdock root. Down there, cure-all. Even though there is no such thing as a cure-all, but a panacea. But it'll work with a lot of things. So, what we have here is a quick mix Death Eater tea. Not Death Eater, this is Death Eater ambrosia. So we had the power of the dandelion root and the burdock root with the power of fermentation. Now the only thing that could make this better is to let it sit. And I will, that's why I got this big gallon, because when that next batch come out, I'm mixing a whole bunch of that. Well, mixing about, it might be about 10 bottles. I might be able to get 10 bottles out of that. All right, so first, toasting the creator. This is the next step, because y'all got to be following along. This is the next step. We're going to toast the creator by whatever name you choose to call that creator, right? We're calling on that creator. We're calling on that energy to flow through us and to flow with us. We want to recognize that energy in everything that we come in contact with. We want to see the divine in everything on this day, right? From there, we're going to move to our personal ancestors. We're going to toast our personal ancestors. Learn your family line, family. Learn your family line. Learn the line of people that lead you back to your creator. Learn that line, right? Miles Brown, Ms. Ann, Robert and Texana Davis, Herman Brown, Seton, Rosalie, Tilly, Georgia Whitney, Walter, Christopher Gas, and Lena, Uncle Chris, Geneva Brown, Cleveland Brown, Margaret Ellis, Cecil Ellis, Brother Noakes, also known as Montague Pimenel, right? Jeremiah Tappan, John Fallard, Jamon Jones, wow. My Gina, my Aunt Elvira. But we toast to them. We toast them up. We say, oh, no more X. Oh, man. No more X, God, oh, man. All right. So now we move from there to this present moment. Emoji, y'all. Great emoji to you, all right? We toast today, Umoja, and we move from Umoja to our children's children onto infinity. We toast the future, toast our future generations. Everything we build today affects them. Everything we build today helps them. You know what I'm saying? So let's keep it moving, all right? So we toast. We say Ashe, Ashe, Ashe. 100 years. 100 years. 100 years. Burping already. That water working. said, remember, Nguzo Saba challenge is about changing or shaping the 5 parts of ourselves: intuitionally, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, physically. Right? Some of y'all might want to just lean on the physical piece, and that's cool. Some of y'all might just want to lean on the emotional piece, and that's cool. We're going to have tools for all those parts so that you can work on it, right? We're going to work on it together, right? So you're going to see me getting back into my meditation and my routine, because I've been working on them, but I ain't been working on them, right? Past week. So we about to handle some business. Hold on. Here goes some good news for my brew. Look at that. Let's see how it looks different than other days. Some good news for my brew. Alright? So, we're going to start this right now. This is oil editing. This is part of my routine. You don't have to do this. Now, those of you who might not have dental insurance, now I do have dental insurance, but those of you that don't have dental insurance, right, you might want to look into some oil editing, right? This is African oil. Now, another piece I want to stress, because I talked about the coconut oil and the palm seed oil on maybe 2 days ago, right? And I was stressing how we need to start incorporating more of these into our diets. I use this to oil that as well as to add to my coffee, to add to my tea. You know what I'm saying? I take a teaspoon of it as well to ingest it, because your body needs these fats because we're trying to get our body to start burning fat, right? Healthy fats, right? But I want you to notice this is an African product, right? So I want to stress that, because you're going to get palm oil, you're going to get coconut oil, but I would suggest that those of us that are really serious about nation building, right, we need to find a way to start supporting, African-owned businesses, Black-owned businesses, right, as well as becoming shippers of this type of stuff, right? This comes from a company in Africa, in Accra, Ghana. No, this one is in Ghana, imported and distributed by Nina International Inc. I guess I just gave them a commercial. Damn. All right, but anyway, let's get it. You are now listening to gye-nyame Journey Radio. This is a Heart of a Symbol production. Where we strive to blow up your old paradigms.
Mr. Daddy.
Umoja FAM. So I'm sitting here in my little workout spot, and we need to go and have our talk about Umoja today. Of course, those that don't know, with the Nguzo Saba challenge, you're gonna get a journal, calendar, PDF, as well as a PDF of each month, with the dates and all that. So hold on for 1 second. Let me get my cheat sheet for you. So y'all seen this before, but I got one for April now. So we know today is unity. The meiotic principle is truth. The hermetic principle is mentalism. The color is violet, deep purple. You know what I'm saying? And the male after in a car name or the West African name, day name, is a male born on Umoja is Quodro, and the female is Adwa, right? So I still ain't been able to find my sheet. I don't want to come from any other perspective but that sheet. But when it's time, it will appear, family. So I'm talking about unity, right? Unity. We're talking about truth. We're talking about all is mental, right? And it's like we go into 1,000 different directions with this. But I recently had an experience where when I was lacking a little bit of confidence, somebody just kind of pushed me in the right direction, and working in unity. First, of course, coming from internal first, from within us first, right? We got to have all those things, but it's always good to have that person on the outside that's able to help push that last piece into place, right? So when it comes to us having unity within our families, within our communities, within our tribes, it's always good to have those individuals that could kind of remind you of what you're supposed to be doing. Like, for example, those of you that's doing in Nguzo Saba Challenge, it's good to have people around you that will remind you. Like, a lot of y'all that listen to my show, y'all know the Traveler Brother D. He always remembers the smallest thing, so he could remind me. Like, if I slip on a day, he'd be like, "What day you say?" You know what I'm saying? And he keeps me straight on that type of stuff. So, we need to start surrounding ourselves with people to help keep us on point. So, because this Nguzo Saba challenge is crucial. And this is why. Because if you look at the law of mentalism, look it up when you get an opportunity. Since all is mental, right? All is mental. All is mental. And it vibrates out, and the thoughts vibrate out and create the entire universe. So the mental constructions that we have in our brain, the mental constructions that we have in our mind, even deeper than just the brain, shape our reality. So when we start pulling and prodding at the reality and questioning the reality that we exist in, right? That does something powerful for us. That shows us that we have power, right? The Nguzo Saba challenge is about you taking your power back. You challenging some of the things that you believe. You were taught that you got to eat 3 meals a day. You were taught, you know what I'm saying, that you can't get up earlier. You were taught, you know what I'm saying, and you believe that the days of the week are set in stone and are the way they are supposed to be, and you're supposed to feel this way on these days. But what happens when you change the names of the days? What happens when you start exercising different principles in your life, right? You allow different energies into your life, right? Energies that you can control. The Nguzo Saba challenge is about you taking control of your life. It's about you empowering yourself, right? That's what I'm working on. That's what I want us to be working on. So, we talk about the truth. right? The truth is the very foundation upon which the whole universe was built. Truth, right? What's the truth in your life? Have you identified the truth in your life? Have you identified the truth, the real things out here? Because a lot of things that we pursue are not truth. Like a lot of people, it's like, I'm going to get rich or die trying, right? Money. Is money a truth? Is the cars we pursue truth? Are the very houses what is truth for you? See, because I could define truth for me and try to impose that on you, but that ain't what gye-nyame about. I'm about making sure that you are able to define yourself for yourself, right? And in you being able to do that for yourself, that's what's gonna bring us together, right? I don't need robots. You know what I'm saying? Our people don't need robots. We need thinkers. We need writers. We need creators. We need doers, right? That's what we need. And so when we talking about unity, right? First, once again, we start within ourselves, uniting those 5 parts of our being to one, right? Once we got that, every now and then one of those pieces get loose and you need one of your partners to be around you. So as you taking this Nguzo Saba challenge, right? And something might pop out, you're going to need one of those friends around you. So it's like invite people to do this with you. You know what I'm saying? Because think about this. With the warrior diet, right? People can lose up to a pound a week once you get started. So after the initial, let's say initial 2 weeks for some of y'all it's going to happen right away. Some of y'all it's going to take 3 weeks for it to get totally moving, right? You'll start losing a pound a week, right? That's incredible. And then once you throw that African heritage diet in there, dog, you know what I'm saying? The diabetes, the autoimmune. See, a lot of these sicknesses that we have, right? The autoimmune disease and all this. I was trying to tell y'all this yesterday, but my daughter kept talking. She gets it honestly. I can't be mad at her, right? A lot of these autoimmune disease. I want y'all to think about this. You have been programmed to eat yourself to death. You have been surrounded in a cornucopia. You are in a sense living the human fantasy, the ultimate human, to be constantly surrounded by affordable food, right? All things you put in your mouth is not food. Let's get that straight. Second, you don't need as much as you think, right? And I'm not saying, because what I'm saying is that 5 hours window that you set, you could grub. And every now and then you can eat outside that 5-hour window. That's cool, right? But once you set that, right, you be like, boom. You take control, right? You take control. You start seeing how powerful your mind is. And you start learning to distinguish your desires from your needs, your wants from your needs. Many of us have not figured out how to distinguish our wants from our needs. Many of y'all are eating because you think you need to, but in actuality it's a want. Many of y'all are pursuing cars because you think you need to, but it's actually a want. Many of y'all are pursuing money when you think it's a need, when it's actually a want. Right? Many of y'all are pursuing careers that you think are needs, but they are actually wants. Right? When you get down to the needs, you're dealing with the truth of life. Right? So, this has been Haatim. I ain't gonna belabor the point. Make sure you get on that Nguzo Saba challenge. Listen, the Nguzo Saba challenge is free. I need people to understand that. It's free. We are gonna get you your PDFs. We gonna get you your emails. We gonna get you your write-ups. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna have a bunch of stuff coming from gye-nyame. I am so confident that this process will change your life that I'm not even putting monetary price on it, because some of you are gonna come back and be like, boom, I'm gonna put somebody else in this and I'm gonna pay this amount. You can pay the amount you want to pay. You know what I'm saying? The piece is I done did the work. I done had it for years. I've been working on myself for years. And now it's time for me to start helping others, right? I've been helping others. But now it's time to start moving out into YouTube and start moving out into Spreaker and start offering y'all something that y'all can use. Now remember, y'all go to the Patreon site to support what I'm doing. And I dig that. Delivering ambrosia, shipping ambrosia to you is expensive. So I want y'all to understand that before y'all go on and try to purchase the ambrosia. Second, you're responsible for the shipping costs. If you're in Columbus, I'll deliver it to you. But if I have to ship it to you, the shipping cost is on you. Next, right, we're moving to Gumroad, right? So eventually you're going to be able to get everything off of Gumroad, including the ambrosia. And I'm even moving into starting to ship out the Scobies. I just got one more piece I got to look into in order to ship out the Scobies. So for those of you that live far away from me, because the issue with shipping these bottles is, one, we already talked about that a little bit earlier, but also they're going to be bouncing and shit. And I don't want your stuff to get there and to be all blown up and that look bad on gye-nyame. But I will be able to ship Scobies, right? I just need one more piece I got to look into. And we're going to get that together so that we're going to start shipping these Scobies. Alright? But yo, this brother Haatim said, I pray that your day will be as beautiful as you are. And remember, let's build. Let's build. Go to, if you tap the little eye, it's somewhere up here. Somewhere, I don't know. Because if I do it over here, it's going to be over here. And if I do it over here, it's going to be over there. So, I don't know. It's somewhere up here, right? There's a little eye. You click on that. That'll take you to the Gumroad site. There's plenty of free stuff for you to explore, right? Check it out. A lot of this stuff, some of the stuff you're gonna be able to get on the Nguzo Saba challenge that is not necessarily gonna be available up on that wall. So, you know, be on the lookout, y'all. And also those of you that's gonna get in the Nguzo Saba challenge, you're gonna get something damn near every 3 days. So at least you're gonna get at least 7 gifts while you're on there. 7 write-ups, 7 videos. We're gonna be able to do a conference call. We're gonna be able to do a hangout, however y'all want to do it. And then you're gonna have somebody accessible to you all the time. Alright? So, this is Brother Haatim. I am out. Thank you for watching the video. I want you to subscribe. Click the bird right there, the fiery bird. And I also have a special video just for you, right there. And for those that want more information about gye-nyame Journey, go to our site. It should be right about there.